Biden's immigration crisis is worldwide. They're not just coming from Mexico. U.S. Customs and Border Protection released this list. Migrants are coming from Cuba, Guatemala, Honduras, everywhere. And get this, in April, over 20,000 migrants came in from Ukraine. They're also coming from China, India, Turkey, Romania, Russia. Does Biden know the Russians are coming? Maybe then he'll build a wall. You can't even fly into the country from Canada if you haven't been vaxxed. But unvaxxed masses from countries unfriendly to Americans just waltz right in and get free flights to anywhere in the U.S. Nice. Greg Abbott is the governor of Texas, and he joins me now. So what are we going to do about this, Governor?
Well, Jesse, we're gearing up as we speak right now. We have 10,000 National Guard plus 1,000 Texas Department of Public Safety officers on the border. We have a border operations center that is set up like we use in response to any catastrophe that we're dealing with. And this is a catastrophe. Let me give you the numbers, Jesse, of what we're expecting. Based upon Biden's numbers, they said expect 18,000 people a day. Extrapolate that annually. That's more than 6 million people coming across the border a year. For Texas, we get about half of that. That would be the equivalent of Houston coming across the border in a year. And so what we're doing as we speak, we're getting ready for Monday, and we're going to be creating what we call steel barricades. The steel is our Border Patrol cars, our National Guard vehicles, bumper to bumper in Eagle Pass and other areas along the border that you've seen people come across. We're going to be doing two things. One is we're going to be turning people back. We've already turned back 17,000 people, and if we're unable to turn them back, we will be arresting anybody who makes it through the barrier. I converted 3 prisons into jails where we are putting people who we arrest for coming across the border and trespassing in the state of Texas. On top of that, we're laying down razor wire. We're using other officials to push back anybody who tries to come across the border. One last thing, Jesse, and that is because Joe Biden has not only never been to the border, but is not working with the Mexican federal government, I had to step up and work with Mexican governors to enter into agreements where the Mexican governors in states adjacent to Texas, they themselves are employing border security strategies to prevent people from coming across their border, knowing that I have the capability of shutting down these border crossings by inspecting every commercial vehicle that comes across the border.
Yeah, so you're doing more diplomacy with Mexico than our own president. And the president hasn't been to the border, but he's gone, I believe, later today, he's going to South Korea. I just think this guy's totally lost his mind. Just real quick before we let you go, Governor, has the president ever called you? Have you ever spoken to him on the phone about the crisis?
Never. So early on, I spoke to him in February after he was elected. That's the last time I talked to him, and it was not about the border at that time. He's never bothered to talk about the border, never has a concern to come down here and address one of the largest catastrophes that has happened under his administration.
Yeah, he broke the border, then just called Texas Neanderthals. That's Joe for you. Thank you very much, Governor, and we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate the work you're trying to do down there to keep our country's integrity safe.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.